Let me ask you a direct question. Do you believe that the elections that we will have on the 9th of August will be free and fair?
I believe they will be free and fair, barring anything happening in between. You know, there's been all manner of attempts to derail that election. There's been a lot of, talk, or William Ruto will not be in the ballot. How? Nobody tells you. Oh, William Ruto will not get to 2022. How? Nobody tells you. Okay.
That, if I recall, was said by Francis Atwoli. Surely you wouldn't say that's an attempt to derail the elections.
Why not?
He is just another citizen. Anybody can say anything on the street. I mean,
oh, you think so?
So
are you
does
saying
Francis Atwoli have power to derail the elections?
Are you saying Atwoli is a street person?
Can he derail an election? I just want to be sure. Maybe I don't know some powers that he has.
No. Do you see him often around the powers that be?
So you believe that Francis Atwoli can derail the election?
Do you see him around the powers that be? Do you take that statement?
I see you there too.
Do you take those statements?
Do
you take those statements lightly, especially when they are said in front of the president? Do you think those statements should be taken lightly? But anyway, so we've moved on. There's been attempts at to remove the IEBC commissioners, which again did not happen. There's been attempts to interfere with the voters' roll. When I said that close to 1 million voters were transferred this way, that way, people thought it was a story. But the IEBC has had to confirm that indeed there was an attempt, some voters were moved here and there. And in fact, some people, some officials of IEBC have been removed because of that attempt. But the
IEBC itself, when at Bomas of Kenya, actually said that the audit had revealed those things, and that is why there's an audit. That's why they were dealing with it.
Absolutely.
And you actually said it was your supporters. I wonder how you knew that.
But when they told you that it was largely people in central Kenya and people in Rift Valley that were affected, what does that tell you?
Is that where your supporters are?
It doesn't require rocket science.
Is that where your supporters are?
It doesn't require rocket science.
I've seen everybody campaigning in central Kenya. So would you say that if anything happens in the Rift Valley in central Kenya, that is William Ruto supporters?
Unless you don't live in Kenya. If you live in Kenya, you would know that.
The reason why I asked that, you have said many times that you are changing the politics, that you no longer play your politics with regions, you are playing your politics based on the economy, based on hustlers and all these people who are struggling to make it in life. And that's why one would be puzzled to think that you would see certain regions as your support bases.
It's you, the media, who keep saying that. I thought you are the ones who keep saying this is William Ruto region, this is so-and-so's region. So
you are confirming that Central and the Rift Valley are your regions?
I'm just saying what the media is saying.
You see, this is a serious thing, Wanadipi, because when a person of the deputy president's stature says that there is an attempt to move his supporters from different places to interfere with their place in the IEBC role, there really needs to be solid evidence. That's what I am really trying to drive.
But that's what I'm telling you.
That they are your supporters.
The IEBC themselves have confirmed it.
They didn't confirm they were your supporters. They confirmed, yes, the audit revealed movements of voters, isn't it?
Yeah. So if you don't think they are my supporters, it's fine. If it's for me to think they are my supporters, then that's my opinion.
Because
you don't think they are my supporters? You don't think I have any?
I don't know who they are. I don't know who your supporters are.
I have any supporters in Central?
I don't know who your supporters are.
You don't think I have any supporters in Rift Valley?
And that is the same thing I'm sure your competitors would say. They have supporters elsewhere, isn't it?
Okay. So, I mean, it's for them to choose what they want to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So you have said there are those attempts, but you've also said that nobody can steal your votes. What does that mean?
It just means that They cannot steal it. They've been trying to peddle stories left, right, and center that, oh, you know, they have this thing called the deep state. They have this something called the system. And they have been busy. In fact, the only two frontiers my competitors now are left with to work their politics is to try and cook opinion polls and to try and spread this thing about stealing the election. That's the only thing they are left with. Everything else, they neither have an agenda, they neither have a program. Whatever they try to put together is faulty. It doesn't add up. Yeah? So what this election is about, Joe, you know, it's not about all these things people are talking about. This election is about the economy. This election is about the economy. And the only people with a plan on the economy is Kenya Kwanza.
At this stage,
and we have a credible plan. We have sold that plan to the people of Kenya. The people of Kenya have bought that plan. Our competitors try to plagiarize our plan. They try to take bits and pieces of our plan and try and cook something, but it's faulty.
And we'll talk about your plan in a moment, but the reason I think we need to discuss this issue of the safety of the election, because people have fought in this country before about the results of election, about the process. A whole presidential election has been nullified in the last election. So from where you sit, are you worried that something might go wrong with the election, that someone might interfere with the results of the election?
I am not worried that they will interfere, but they will attempt, but they will fail.
They will not succeed.
They have already made attempts, as I have told you, but they have not succeeded. I am very confident that finally, unless something drastic happens, we will have a credible election.